Hello everybody! For my senior experience, I tried to write a novel. More specifically, the first act of a 3-act structure. The genre is YA fantasy, and the total word count goal is 100,000. I want to have it finished by the end of the year, but I'm not sure what will happen. You can see all of my attempts at outlining and the progress I've made in the link. It should be over here. This novel has been in works since April of last year, and I've gone through many iterations of it. Right now, I'm currently working on draft 1.5. Halfway through senior experience, I decided I didn't like draft 1.5, so I went and I drafted draft 2.0. Well, I outlined draft 2.0, and I also outlined draft 3.0. I didn't particularly like either of them. Draft 2.0 is very clean, it's a finished outline. Draft 3.0, I got stuck on I think Act 2. I finished Act 1 and then I was like, this isn't a YA fantasy per se. This is more like a rom-com like fluff, like slice of life or whatever, just set in a fantasy world, and that's not the story I want to write. It could be that the story I'm trying to write is too hard for me, so I may spend another 5 years trying to write this story, but I will get it done by the end. The end goal is to have the very basic working draft that's in the links right now polished and published. The draft I have right now is not clean. It's very fragmented because I don't write linearly per se. I spew down all my ideas on an outline. I write draft scenes, meaning I write scenes that may never make it into the final piece, but help me figure out what the direction of my plot and what the characters are doing. You see a lot of those scenes in there because I just want to share all the work I've done, and so you can see sort of behind the progress sort of stuff. Anywhere there's a / double slash means that I A, commented on the scene, and B, have to finish some part of the scene. So there's a lot of it that's unfinished. After I went back to writing draft 1.5, it just, everything doesn't work. The whole thing doesn't flow. I made it too complicated in the beginning, then I simplified it in draft 2.0 and I made it too simplified, and then in draft 3.0 I'll figure it out in the end, but it's just not working right now. Draft 3.0, it's just the conflict sort of mellowed away, I think, because I railroaded the characters in favor of plot, which is a problem. But yeah, despite the numerous problems that I've had with it, and the fact that the draft is still very much a work in progress. Keep in mind, it's super rough, unpolished. Some of it has been reviewed by a critique group called Weekly Writing Group. You should check them out on Reddit if you are interested in writing a long-term fiction novel of some sort, or maybe a novella. They do really good critiques. Some of it has been critiqued by them and edited to a certain degree, but a lot of it is really, really rough. Keep that in mind. I'm also teenager. I write lots of teenage angst. That's just how it is. Thank you for watching, and don't go read my senior experience. Don't do that.